What up, y'all? A little while. I just want to say hey. And it got late. Got off my job. Getting ready to lay down. I gotta get me some rest. For those that want to help me get out my car, I said I was going to put up a link for good people that want to help good people. Because I am a good person. I just had a rough time. I talked to my son that's in prison, and he was like, Mom, we got to do something about you sleeping in that car. He said, because I can't believe you lost the house. That kind of took me back a little bit. Because I was like, huh? During COVID, for those that don't know, I worked 6 days, sometimes 5 days, 10-hour shifts, sometimes 11 hours. I drove 2 hours every day, sometimes 3, to get back and forth to work. So that's 2 hours, that's 4 hours in a day. And if I work 10 hours, that's 14 hours. It's only 24 in a whole day. So majority of my days I spent working. So while most people were sitting around, trying to stay safe and everything, I understand. Lost a lot of relatives, a lot of friends during COVID. But I worked. So when they finally shut my plant down, we were off maybe about 2 months, 3 weeks, if that. So I wasn't off work anytime. Because before I worked at that plant, I worked somewhere else. And I had worked there for 7 years, for 7 days. From 9 o'clock in the morning to sometimes 9. Sometimes I wouldn't get home till like 10:30, 11 o'clock. Because I caught 3 buses to this job. In the rain, in the sleet, in the snow. Until after 4 years, I finally got a car. So my last 3 years were rough. They still was rough with a car. Because I lost all my aunts, my pastor, my mom, my uncles. So many friends. And this was all before COVID. And it was like, wow. My whole world has ended. I don't know how, but by the grace of God, by the grace of the Father that had mercy upon me, I was able to continue on. But all these things I had to pay for by myself. I was still paying rent, like gas, fighting on every hand. So when my son said, I can't believe you lost the house, I'm like, wow. Even after the man I thought I was going to marry that I stayed with for 10 years, paroled to my house and didn't even tell me. And I lost my Section 8. And that nigga left. I call him a nigga not because he's black. I call him a nigga because he was ignorant. I'm a good woman. Women like me don't just fall out the sky. Mothers like me are not just born. Survivors like me are not just heard of. Yeah, I lost the house, but I reminded him quickly. All y'all had money. I got 3 kids. Every last one of y'all had money. And y'all chose to give me little of none. And what you gave me, I still continue to give back. See, that's what love does. Love doesn't put a value on anything. It doesn't put limits on anything. It perseveres. It presses on through the hardest times. Love sees through all of the meanness or ugliness or selfishness. Love is just that. It's love. It's something that we give to one another. It's the one gift that does not count when it comes down to money, when it's real love. So yeah, I lost the house. But he forget that each and every one of my children have a roof over their head. Even if he's in prison, he still has a roof. I'm the only one sleeping in the car.